Welcome to Baja Window to the South. I'm your host, Denitza Garcia. And in this occasion, we're at the Quartz Hotel, that it's a few feet just from the border, and we're at the restaurant area, the park. It's beautiful and oh my God, delicious. You should all come and visit. And right now, talking about beautiful things, we're going to Ensenada. Next year, they're gonna open a beautiful place there you're all gonna love. So let's go and check that out. Governor Marina del Pilar officially designated the town Sassy, located in Valle de Guadalupe, as a new world-renowned tourist destination, part of Reinos de Mexico. Last May 29, 2023, Governor Marina del Pilar was in Tlaxcala to unveil the Valquírico plaque, which recognizes it as the first Reino de los Reinos de Mexico, Kingdom of the Kingdoms of Mexico. Tourist program whose main goal is to preserve the cultures of Mexico while boosting tourism from Mexican and the world citizens in specific areas of the country. In addition, it was determined that Baja California will be venue of the Sassy del Valle project, a space of international tourism promotion that will pay tribute to Valle de Guadalupe and the entire state, while opening the door to visitors of Mexico and the world. During the presentation of Reinos de Mexico and Valquírico, the first project of this program located in the municipality of Tetlatlauca, Tlaxcala, the governor highlighted that the preparation for this program lasted more than 1 year in coordination with the government of Mexico, civil society, and the members of the tourism industry of Baja California. Valquírico has endless capacity to surprise everyone who visits because of the care that has been taken in this unique place in the entire American continent, where thousands of families can have a great time, enjoy its gastronomy, and rest for the noiselessness of the cities. From this beautiful and calm state of Tlaxcala, generals like few are its deep cultural roots. She said, saying that in just 2022, this complex received more than 900 national and international tourists. Baja California, it's a very special land. Its border characteristics allowed us to receive hundreds of thousands of families from all over the country and other countries. We joined together to build with their hands a vibrant and diverse identity, which sustains a dynamic and cutting-edge economy. And as a government, we have the challenge of translating this into a future full of hope and well-being for all, she stated. The governor added that this joint project also demonstrates the complete recovery of Baja California after the COVID-19 pandemic, as it has consolidated itself as a priority tourism destination nationally and internationally, as shown by the arrivals of constant cruises in the port of Ensenada. Sassy del Valle will not just be a magical place, it will also allow us Baja Californians to share with you in the entire world our winemaking excellence, our gastronomy, and local commerce. Marina del Pilar pointing out that Valle de Guadalupe is actually the last mission that was built in Baja California, which is why it has greater symbolic value. Well, hello everyone. Today in Baja Window to the South, we are going to talk about a very important topic nowadays. And as you know, the dollar dropped down very much. So we have an expert here with us in finances who is going to tell us why it's going to happen, if we're gonna keep it this way, or you know, about this that, you know, many people has been affected about the drop of the dollar. Anyway, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros, Ricardo Osorio.
Muchas gracias por la invitación y muy contento de estar aquí y ver que podemos compartir de este tema ahorita tan de moda. Sí. Que es el tema del tipo de cambio, el peso, el dólar, peso débil, peso fuerte, dólar débil, dólar fuerte. Hay mucho que hablar al respecto.
Exactamente, ¿no? Bienvenido de nuevo, Ricardo, y gracias, de verdad, porque sí es un tema que la verdad creo que a mí en lo personal inclusive me hace falta mucho conocimiento y quiero por eso empezar diciendo, o sea, y que nos digas ¿a qué se debe esta baja de dólar? Porque creo que es importante que entendamos, ¿no?
Exacto.
Que creo que hubo un porqué y ciertas cositas que tenemos que saber.
Pues mira, son muchísimos factores, pero pudiéramos sintetizar en 4. Okay. O sea, me gustaría sintetizar en 4. Wow. El primero es esa disyuntiva si tenemos realmente un peso fuerte o lo que está sucediendo es que hay un dólar débil. una combinación de eso, pero realmente los últimos eventos de baja del peso, que ahorita lo vemos en algunos lugares hasta el 16 y algo, se debe precisamente a un factor económico de Estados Unidos, que es la inflación. La inflación de Estados Unidos ha estado bajando, venía de niveles del 5%, ahorita está en 3%, y eso está provocando que el Banco Central de Estados Unidos, la Reserva Federal, esté en la disyuntiva si aumenta o no sus tasas de interés, y esa decisión y esa expectativa de si lo aumenta o no es lo que está provocando que el dólar se debilite ante otras monedas de mercados emergentes, entre ellas el peso mexicano. Entonces esa es la parte que no queda, que no nos toca a nosotros colgarnos la medalla. De que sí podemos colgarnos la medalla hablando del gobierno, de que tenemos un equilibrio fiscal, o sea, no hemos gastado más de lo que ingresamos, y eso también ha dado certidumbre a los inversionistas, y también nuestro nivel de exportaciones compensa lo que importamos, entonces no tenemos déficit en dinero, en dólares que nos haga falta, y eso con respecto a otros países ha provocado que el peso mexicano sea el mejor posicionado de los mercados emergentes. Entonces, ese es un factor que está influyendo poco. Otro factor que está influyendo muchísimo, y ese sí es un factor importante, es el diferencial de tasas de interés que paga México con respecto a Estados Unidos. Por ejemplo, en México hoy en día estamos pagando 11.25%. En Estados Unidos anda en el 5.25, entonces hay un diferencial de 6 puntos, casi el doble. Entonces, ¿qué está provocando? Que los inversionistas, tanto de Estados Unidos como de otros países, lleguen a invertir en los mercados financieros mexicanos. Pero para poder invertir en los mercados financieros mexicanos en un instrumento, el más común, el CETE, tienes que hacerlo en pesos. Entonces llegan dólares, tienen que comprar pesos para poder invertir y ganar esa tasa de 11.25, y entonces, de acuerdo a la ley de la oferta y la demanda, como está demandándose más el peso, pues este se fortalece en su precio por la llegada de inversionistas extranjeros, repito, por ese diferencial de tasas que casi pagamos, bueno, de hecho pagamos más del doble que Estados Unidos, que es una economía certera, ¿no? Entonces, está llegando dinero de Estados Unidos y está llegando dinero de otras partes del mundo, aprovechando esa tasa de interés que está soportada en, en los buenos índices macroeconómicos que tiene el país. 2 puntos. A eso le vamos a añadir las remesas. El dinero que mandan nuestros paisanos de Estados Unidos a México ha roto récords, perdón. Andamos ahorita en nivel de 60,000 millones de dólares, nunca antes visto. Y es la misma forma, llegan dólares a México, y si alguien en Michoacán, en Jalisco, se los tiene que gastar, ¿qué tiene que hacer? Tiene que comprar pesos. Y entonces eso fortalece el precio del peso y hace que tengamos los niveles...
Que se debilite el dólar.
Que hace los niveles que tengamos ahorita, ¿no? Que el dólar sea de alguna manera más barato que el peso. Entonces, llevamos 3 puntos importantes. Y el cuarto punto que está influyendo también es el famoso nearshoring. Están viniendo muchas empresas a México y se espera que sigan llegando. Y tenemos el ejemplo más famoso de los últimos meses, la instalación de Tesla en Monterrey con una inversión bastante importante. Entonces eso está dando también certidumbre a los inversionistas para venir a México, y eso está fortaleciendo a nuestro peso. Entonces estos aspectos, así muy resumido, son los que están influyendo en que tengamos niveles de tipo de cambio no visto hace 20 años. O sea,
pero muchísimo.
Teníamos más de 20 años que no estábamos en los niveles que estamos ahorita.
Impresionante.
¿Qué está pasando? Pues eso está afectando a las personas que viven en Estados Unidos, que dicen, oye, mis dólares me alcanzan para menos.
This is just the first part of this interesting interview about what is going on with the dollar drop. Don't miss the second part next week, here in Baja Window to the South.
Thank you again, Ricardo Osorio. Really, this was really useful and helpful information, okay? And right now, we are going with our favorite foodie, Denise Jacobo, and let's see what she has prepared for us.
Hi everybody, this is your girl Denise Jacobo, better known as Foodie from TJ, and today we're at Rancho El Potrero del Gato here in Rosarito, in the middle also of nowhere, in nature. So come and join me and let's go and try some of their dishes and see what other things they have. They also have horse riding, so you can do that before you actually eat. So come and join me and let's go, come on. So today we are with Rebecca and she's going to tell us and explain to us what do we have in front of us, these dishes. Muy buen día, Rebecca, ¿cómo estás?
Buenos días, bien, gracias a Dios.
Muy bien, estamos muy bien y emocionados de que vamos a degustar de sus platillos.
Gracias.
Platíquenos un poquito qué tenemos enfrente de nosotros.
Pues mire, gracias por venir. Pues aquí tenemos el platillo de un sope, que se le echa carne deshebrada, lechuga, queso, crema y eso es, ¿verdad? En un plato.
Se ve riquísimo.
La tostada, que también viene similar al sope, carne, frijolitos, salsa y todo eso. Y este es un plato de barbacoa con su ensalada fresca, frijolitos, hay un arrocito y unas aguas de horchata y de Jamaica frescas, aquí disgustando abajo de un árbol, a gusto en el campo. Bienvenidos al restaurante Rancho El Potrero del Gato. Los esperamos y bienvenidos.
It's tasting time. But first, it's pretty hot outside, so we're gonna taste their agua de horchatita. Because we need to refresh ourselves. Always hydrate yourselves. And we also wanna try their Jamaica as well before we dig into the food. So, Ah, delicious. What are we gonna pick right now? Because I wanna try everything at once, but y'all know I can, but let's just go with the sope. This is a sope with carne deshebrada. Look at all this queso cotija on top of it. So let's do this because I'm pretty hungry. Provecho. This is so good. Everything is so delicious. The carne is really good. And the sope is really soft. So, man, this is good. Hold on. And now it's time for the tostada. You guys, I love tostadas with carne deshebrada, and I love them at breakfast, lunch, dinner. I can eat them all day, every day. You don't need a fork, need nothing. Just go ahead and do this. Of course, you're gonna get messy, but this is why we are here for. So, provecho. Good. It's stuffed with carne, everything. The frijoles are really delicious. I love that on this tostada. It has tons of queso cotija. The sauce is really good. That I am going to go seconds with it. So delicious. Look at this. This is massive. This is good. This is pretty heavy. It's very delicious. And now for our grand finale, because you can't leave this place without their barbacoa. And it has rice, frijoles de la olla, a little pasta, cold pasta, and here is the barbacoa. So we're just gonna go in very quickly and we're gonna try to grab everything. So we have our beans, a little rice, some pasta, and some, here's the barbacoa, everything at once. So, provecho. We're gonna grab more. I am liking this pasta with this barbacoa, everything again. Delicious. This is pretty good. I forgot to put a little bit of limon in it. Let's put just a little bit. If you like your barbacoa with limon, I don't, but I like to put just a little tiny windy. So here we go. This is very good. So if you want to come and try out their different dishes, make sure to visit them on Facebook at Rancho El Potrero del Gato. And if you want to know more about where I'm from, where I'm at, what I'm doing, you can contact me at Foodie from TJ, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Where am I gonna go next? I can't tell you, this is a surprise. So stay tuned and see you next time. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much to our favorite foodie, Denise Jacobo, for this delicious food. Oh my God. And now we're going with Olga, who's going to interview a talent from Baja California, a musician from Tijuana. Let's go and check that out.
Baja Window to the south. Súbale, ya se va.
Aquí estamos con el maestro de música. We're here with the master of music. We're so excited. Thank you so much for being here with us.
For me, it's a privilege. We were talking behind cameras that this is a show that I used to watch when I was a little boy here in Tijuana. And the time when you started doing this show last year, I shared on Facebook with all my friends, and there were a lot of people from my generation who watched the show. So for me, it's a real privilege to be in the show I used to see as I was a little boy.
Thank
So
you
muchas gracias.
so much. Well, it's an honor for us to have you here, and thank you so much for your kind words. The teacher of rock here in Baja Window to the South. Yes, as we were talking right behind the scenes, you are not only here in Tijuana, but you're also taking your music to other parts of Mexico.
Very happy to represent music made in Baja, made in the streets of Tijuana. And for me, I've been invited to a lot of different states in all Mexico, Nuevo León. I've been to Durango, to several places, Mexico City, Guadalajara. And for me, it's really good sharing music that comes from the streets of Tijuana.
And the streets of Tijuana, they have so much history, and you're creating the most fascinating music of everything that you're seeing here.
Yeah, one of the songs that people enjoy a lot is a song I made to Reloj Azteca, which is the clock that is on 2nd Street, half block from Cathedral Church here in Tijuana. That clock was built 100 years ago, 102 years ago, Olga, and that's one of the songs that people like because I like to talk about the treasures that we have here in the city.
Yes, and that is also something that you're sharing with our community, and you decide, okay, there's not a concert or something like that we're gonna do, go and play. I'm just gonna go out to the streets and then see what's going on out there. And I absolutely admire that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people cannot afford to go to a concert and pay, $10, $15, $50, $100 to go to a concert. You have to take music to people, to the streets, to people all ages. When you go to a club, that's always over 18 years old. So I'm, the guy from the pueblo that likes to share his music, and that's something that's really given me a lot. That's given me invitations to go to several parts of the country, as well as Baja Window to the south.
And you have also a group of friends that you have created with this. And how did, before we talk about the friends, let's talk about you. Who came out, or how do you come out with the idea of the teacher of rock?
Well, I started teaching English lessons to kids and teenagers in a school here, a couple of blocks from here. I started teaching, but then I started realizing that I had to take my print other places. So that's when I started I said, I have to, there is a phrase by Paul McCartney that he says, you have to leave your huella, your fingerprint
Right.
all over the world.
Right.
And he's done it really well.
And you're doing it here in Tijuana. And then for the rest of Mexico, you're sharing what Tijuana is about.
They're starting to invite us. Right here we have I have my player who does the drums here with us, and they call us to go and share our music with different places. And for me, it's an honor. It's a dream come true because that's the way you can touch the hearts of different people, starting from the streets and then going and representing on different cities.
So that's how the Teacher of Rock came about.
Yes, and the nickname El Teacher del Rock came because when you go out and play in the buses, bus drivers, they usually have nicknames.
Yeah.
And they call them the fat boy, they call them the skinny boy, they call him the ugly boy. And I said, no, I'm not going to get baptized by these guys.
Right. I'll get my name myself.
I'm going to get my name myself. And then I started having some shirts, and then it said El Teacher del Rock in the back. Maybe
Yeah.
people have seen those shirts, have seen me play in the streets. They know what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor for us to have you here. What is one thing that you would like to tell your audience who is watching you, who is observing you, and who has seen your trajectory? Because you've been doing this for years.
Yeah, well, I started doing this in 1999, so it's been a while now. Well, the only thing I can say is if you want to get to know our music, you can check us out as El Teacher del Rock, Spotify, Facebook. We're there and we're ready.
All right, well, thank you so much, Teacher del Rock, el Teacher del Rock, por estar aquí con nosotros y bienvenido. Y no quiero que sea la primera vez que vengas, quiero que regreses otra vez. I want you to come back again. Will you do that with us?
Muchísimas gracias. Muchas gracias, Olga, y para todo el staff de Baja Window to the South.
Gracias.
Un honor. Súbale, ya se va.
Well, thank you so much, Olga, for that interview. And right now, we're going with Jesus Castellanos to Rosarito, who is going to show us a very special craft beer.
Hey there, my friends. This is Baja Window to the South, and as we told you before, now we are in Rosarito. We're visiting all the craft beers in La Baja, and we are with Eleuter and Tinta Negra.
Rosarito.
Man, thanks for saying yes to this conversation.
No worries about it. Well, you know, we're here, so this is started.
You're all set?
Yes,
All right,
started.
man. Where did it all started? Where Tinta Negra started?
Well, we started in 2016. We
Okay.
opened in July of 2016
Okay.
to the public, but we started building everything around April in the
Okay.
2016. And we started to brew our own beer in the 2017.
Okay.
And in this moment, we have a different kind of beers from Al Baja. We have beer from Mexicali, we have beer from Ensenada, from Tijuana, and you know, our own beer from
I saw
Rosarito.
that on the fridge.
Yes, it's on the fridge. It's like the visitors. And all about this concept we have is we impulse the local commerce. You know, we
Yeah.
only sell local beer craft, and at the same time, we start to, you know, you can see here the
Yeah.
5 different kind of beers we do. We have an Imperial Stout, we have a Red Ale, we have a double IPA, a hazy IPA, really popular with the United States citizens, and we have the wheat beer too.
Okay.
You know, we always looking for the best quality of ingredients to brew this kind of beer. And what can I tell you? People really like it.
Tell me, where did the name is coming from? And
Well,
why?
it's like, you know, at the beginning, we see the different concept of all beer, and they have their own pet.
Yeah.
So we just realized they don't have an octopus. And you
Okay,
can
okay.
see
Yeah.
on the wall, we have an octopus drinking beer. And that's why it's called Black Ink Tinta Negra.
Yeah.
Black ink in English.
Instead of the octopus beer.
Yes,
Alright.
you know, this own defense system of the octopus is a black ink.
Yeah.
So we decide to adopt as a pet and the same time as a name. Tinta
So man,
Negra.
so you have how many styles are you brewing, or just this that you just mentioned?
Well, in this moment, we have this on tap,
Okay, good.
but we can start to brew for the 4 families of the beer. You know,
Okay.
we divided the beers in 4 families.
Okay, okay.
We divided in ales, we divided in
Lagers.
lagers, lambic, and hybrid.
Okay.
And you can see here we have a wheat beer. So wheat beer means wheat, means
Yeah.
a lager. We have a hazy IPA. It's really popular with
Yeah.
the south of the California. So
Very frugal. Yeah.
yes, the fruity, the citrical
yeah.
kind of taste. So that's why we decided to brew this one. We have a 9% Imperial IPA. We have the red IPA. Sometimes people, you know, they like to mix the beer with the thing, with the food they're eating. So we decide to make a profile for every food that you can take it on the food fest.
So
It's a
most
food
of your
garden.
beers will be matching all the different
Yes.
food that you have here,
Exactly.
which is pretty much like comparing wine and food.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. One thing I learned from you guys today, and that's an amazing fact.
Yeah.
You guys farm your own hops.
Yes, that's
How
true.
did that happen, man?
In the 2018, I decided to start something new.
Right?
I will let you know a secret about this. I don't drink beer. I just brew it.
Okay.
I don't even taste it. But I use my tools
Okay.
to know the quantitative information on the beer.
Okay.
We follow all the international concept. It's one word for that one. International Group of Association of Master Brewers.
Okay.
International Association of Brewmasters. So they have a profile to brew a beer.
Yeah.
Example, this one, wheat beer. To be a wheat beer, you have to have 13% of alcohol, 13% of bitter units.
That's right.
So we followed that kind of recipe, and the result is this.
Are you in the middle of the recipes, or you're on top, or do you really want to make people come in and are in the lower limits?
It's really weird because sometimes the people ask me, what is the beer that you like? What do you recommend to me? And I can't give an answer because, you know, something that you like maybe it will be different for other people. I ask them, what do you want? How do you feel today? What kind of beer do you want to drink today?
Yeah.
So in that way, I can make a recommendation about it. An example, you can see the difference even between colors.
Yeah.
Is kind of the difference between alcohol. 5% alcohol, 6.5% alcohol, 9% alcohol. You can see the clearness.
Yeah.
Red IPA, 6.5% alcohol. Imperial Stout, 12% alcohol. Each one of these beers can mix with everything that you want. At the same time, with how do you feel in the time?
That's one of the things that most of the people must learn. Beer match food.
Yes.
All the time.
All the time.
It's a rule. Is that
yes,
true?
Definitely.
It's
like a
really?
wine. It's a culture. It's about a chemistry. It's like a wine. At the same time, you can mix it with your feelings.
Yeah.
You know, in the moment, how do you feel? You can match it with the food at the same time.
Let's go back to the hops. So you started farming your own hops.
Yes, 2018. I am starting
When-
farming. Supposedly, they have to pass 11 years to create a new variants of the hops.
Okay.
And about my hops, I use rosemary,
Yeah.
and I use Jamaica flower. So sometimes my flower of hops give me this kind of color. It's a little bit like a gold and the
Yeah.
same time with red.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's why when you come to my brew and you taste it, honestly, you will not taste the same in other part.
Oh, it's going to be different.
It's going to
gonna
be different. It's going to be
The
fresh.
hop
You can even
yeah.
smell it. You can smell the hops. Sometimes when
Let's
it's
see this one.
farming process,
Oh, I love this one.
we used to bring hops. They start to mix it, and
Yeah.
the chemical is called lupulina.
Yeah.
When you start to smash on the hand, you can smell the IPA in the hands at the same time. It's something awesome.
It gives you great sense of freshness on over here.
Yes, we have a Galaxy, we have a variant of a Citra hops, and we have Amarillo hops too.
Man. Oh man. Give us your social media where we can find Tinta Negra.
You can find it on Facebook as the Cervecería Tinta Negra, and you can find it on Instagram too. And we upload videos when we farming, when we start to brew it, so you can see all of there.
Man, thanks a lot for the conversation.
You're
Guys,
welcome.
Baja Window to the South, please come over to Tinta Negra. if they are forming their own hops, that's something that is not really something visible that you're gonna see in different breweries.
There's only four people.
That's a special. That's a special. So you have to come to Tinta Negra. Thanks a lot. This is Baja Window to the South. My name is Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. You always have the best craft beers for us, of course, from Baja California. And now we are going with our favorite chef, Mario Medina, and he's going to tell us about a very special event. So come on and join us. Well, hello everyone. Today in Baja Window to the South, we are going to have a very special guest. I truly admire him. He is a chef, Mario Medina. He is hardworking, he's a humble person, and he always have things going on. Mario, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us here in Baja Window to the South.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you for the support. And I'm really happy to be here. Yeah, I'll try to make something happen all the time.
That's pretty much your essence, okay? You're everywhere, you know people everywhere. I mean, it's just great. And before we start, what has been going on with you lately? I know there's a lot that you won an award, right?
Yeah.
A national award. Can you tell us about that and also what it's coming for you, about your projects?
This award is from La Costeña. La Costeña, Chile's La Costeña. He helped me. So give me the award to one of the 100 persons and national in all the country, in Mexico, and I'm the number one in the list.
Number one on the list. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
great. Congratulations.
No, thank you. It's a lot of. I'm surprised because when I received the email, something like you have a certificate, something like that, and I said, right. So I go to Mexico City. So let's go to auditorium, and when I go over there, so it's wow, it's a surprise to me because it's a big event, it's a big award. So I love to. I'm one of the 100 persons in La Costeña.
Yes, the first one over 100 persons in el Auditorio Nacional La Costeña. First place. Wow, that's great. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, I'm
outstanding. Mario, okay, in all the things that you have going on right now, there's always a lot. There's one that it's coming this July 22nd, right?
Exactly.
So please tell us about that one.
Yeah, it's in the CEART Rosarito, Place de Rosarito. It's 13 chefs, 13 wineries. All the money go to the children's.
Down syndrome?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So it's make the kitchen for these people. So try to send these people to the school to prepare to different techniques to try to llevarlos al mundo a estos niños que necesitan ayuda en realidad.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so remember that this event that we're going to talk about is to help children with Down syndrome in all aspects, okay? Because they really need to. So it's something really beautiful. So
Exactly.
Okay. Now, it's this July 22nd in CEART Rosarito, and what's going to be there? What we can expect?
It's different food for 13 chefs. You try different wines. And the main thing is you're the judge. You take whatever people say, okay, it's the best food, the best wine, and keep giving an award because it's a lot of help to the chefs and wineries, support because give the time, give the product, and it's a lot, The people think, oh, he go to the festival.
Yeah,
The festival, you lose time for your business because sometimes you don't have employees, you don't have money to support these type of events, but if you give the mano, tú le das la mano a Dios y él siempre te va a ayudar.
Yeah, definitely. God is always there, and mostly for these events, and I know you're gonna make it happen. It's a lot of work, and yeah, that's what you should consider what he just said. We take things for granted and we don't realize, the effort and the extra mile, that we do to make this happen. But I believe this is going to be great because it's done with the heart, right?
Exactly.
It's to help Down syndrome kids. And yeah, well, let's and you actually get to be the judge of it, okay?
Exactly.
you're gonna have a lot of options to food and wine. So we're good at that here in Baja, right?
You decide which one is the best.
You decide which one is the best. So that's something that's fun. That's fun. I love it. I love it. Okay, Mario. So we'll be there this July 22nd. At what time?
2 o'clock to 9 p.m.
Okay, and what is the cost and where we can get tickets?
$50, $50, $50 for general admission, and VIP is $75.
Okay.
But in the VIP, you have a servers, you have a one box with a special wine with your glass. Everybody have a own wine glass with the logo with the event. So it's a nice. It's a VIP is really fun.
It's really okay.
Really,
You
really
just go
fun.
to the
$25
VIP,
more and you have a special.
a treat right there. Okay.
I don't like
wow.
that.
Just to close up about the event, where we can find you on social media, or when we get to get the tickets, or the website, or
You can find the tickets online with the Rosarito Festival.
Okay.
And you can buy the tickets in Wine Window, and that's another place I forget, but I put the I give the link and you can I forget.
Type it and you're gonna see it right there.
Exactly. I have too many things in my head. I'm sorry.
Excellent, Chef Mario Medina, all over the place. We're here in Quartz Hotel in Tijuana, so please do that. Come and try it. It's delicious as well. And the July 22nd, what the name of the it's the
Rosarito Wine Fest.
The Rosarito Wine Fest. First one, and it's gonna be
The second one next year. So the idea is try to make something strong to next year.
So they can do it again, most definitely, and help the children. All right.
Exactly. That's the more important thing.
The purpose. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Gracias.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, eyes.
Like always, thank you, and Baja Window to the south.
Of course.
Sabor.
He says it all. Well, thank you again, Chef Mario Medina. It's always a pleasure to have you here in Baja Window to the south. And now we are going. Do you want to know actually why the anniversary of Tijuana is July 11, and it was on 1889? That date actually was chosen. So let's check the information out. Tijuana was officially founded on July 11, 1889. But apparently, historians had found evidence which indicates it was prior to the year 1889. Roberto Lango is going to tell us why this date was chosen to be the Tijuana anniversary.
Back in the early days, Tijuana didn't start it exactly in 1889. That's the official date of the city, but why? Okay, we got evidence that Tijuana started with a lot of things prior to that date, but it happens that there was this guy called Ricardo Orozco back in those days. The architect was today an architect is one different career, and an engineer is a complete different career. Back on those days, there was one person got the two titles. So the architect engineer Ricardo Orozco made the first map of the city. All the people that was trying to put a date on which to celebrate the origin of Tijuana decided that this architect that was inspired on the streets of Paris made that decision.
Well, now you know better about the origin of Tijuana anniversary, and there is something else.
Funny thing is that people don't know that Plaza Santa Cecilia, and you were aware, has that kind of particular design in which it has a diagonal street. So that's the only street diagonal in Tijuana. And that map that I'm telling you about is the origin of that date of birth of Tijuana, July 11, 1889, and that's what the name of our museum. And another funny thing is that If you saw the original drawing of this guy, it doesn't say Tijuana. I mean, it says Pueblo de Zaragoza, prior to being named Tijuana.
People don't commonly note this information, but this is the actual reason why it's called 1899 TJ Museum.
That's why we call it 1989 TJ Museum, because people don't know that that's the actual birth of our city.
This past July 11th, we celebrated the 134th anniversary of Tijuana.
Well, now you know why the anniversary of Tijuana, it's on July 11, 1889. How about that? And well, this is the end of the show. Thank you so much for joining us this week in Baja Window to the South. Please like us, comment, share our show if you like. You know that every single comment is more than welcome. Thank you and see you next week.